So in the last video, we helped this little guy hatch, but he had some balance issues. So we're gonna put him in a sock and see if it helps.
Uriah are gonna go clean out the garden and get ready for this cold weather we're not too excited about, are we? Do you like cold weather? You do? Do you like the snow? Oh, you do. I don't. I know we got tomatoes, probably some peppers left in there. I know we have some beets and radishes that we planted for the fall and some peanuts to dig up. So we'll do that and try to get everything cleaned out before this cold weather comes through. So let's get going, okay? Let's do it, Those are the beets. They're not real red, but they're a good size. I wonder if they're done. All right, last year we had a lot of green tomatoes that we could not save. It frosted and we didn't even know about it, and I just threw them out. I didn't know what else to do with them, but this year I'm going to try to save them as much as possible. I'm going to just leave them on the vine. I don't know if that'll do any better, but it's going to be easier since these are a lot of small ones, the little cherry tomatoes. And I'm just going to set them inside and see if they'll ripen up. If they don't, then they don't, but if they do, then we'll have some more tomatoes. All right, now we're going to try to dig up all these peanuts that we planted. They have gone all summer. I hope there's something in there so we can make some peanut butter. Let's see.
Look at those peanuts. How cool is that? The roots go down further, but the peanuts are all just right below the surface. Man, you'd have to have a lot of plants to get a lot of nuts. Look at all those peanuts. Well, we got a sad amount of peanuts this year, but this was our first time doing it. It was really cool. So we're gonna figure out what we need to do next. We need to dry them, roast them, and then learn how to make peanut butter. And this was our first year for growing a lot of foods. So I definitely challenge you next year, if there's something you're interested in seeing how it's made, how it's grown, give it a shot. I think it'll be worth it.
We got a lot of green tomatoes. There's some turning orange, so I think a lot of them will still turn orange. Some of them will probably rot, because a lot of them were split. Ooh, funky looking one. Once the chickens have been in here, I want to fill them up with leaves. I did that last year and it turned out really good. Pretty much just covered it with paper, with the feed sacks, and they're the paper kind. So I covered it up and they kind of decomposed all through the winter, and the soil was really rich by spring. So I like to do that again. Whoa, and so we're almost done. Well, we got a lot to do. We're almost done.
So here in the meat chicken tractor, we've got our 12 Cornish cross. We've got 2 silky mama hens that have raised them since they were little chicks, and then we've got the 1 crevecoeur. And the Cornish cross are not doing great. They're really should be a couple weeks away from butcher time, but because of how cold it's been, they've been able to feather out well, but they've conserved a lot of their energy and they haven't ate as much. So we're either gonna have to let them go longer or just process them at a smaller size if it just gets too cold here. We'll have to see. But we've never seen Cornish cross this active before. They usually outgrow their body. They usually grow so fast that their feet are undersized, they don't feather out well, and they get really lazy and they just sit around all day, especially in the heat of the summer. So it's a little different. We've never raised them this late in the year before, so it's really interesting seeing the slow growth but a more active bird this way. Alright, so in the last video you saw us helping and hatching out all of these little ducklings, and we wanted to give you guys an update on that. So this little guy, we had issues with his balance, and some of you guys suggested a video from a chick called Albert where he actually put the duck inside a sock overnight and it cured up the balance issue, and so we wanted to give it a shot. So let's show you what we did last night. So we're really excited to see how he turned out the next morning, if he would be able to walk right away or what the issue was. And we're totally not sure on what the science behind it is, but something about it allows them to slow down and for their muscles to be able to catch up with their body. So we wanted to see the next day if he'd be able to walk or if the same issues would keep happening. And so it didn't happen right away, and we weren't sure if there was something wrong, if we were going to have to do it another night, if he really had to be inside the sock for it to work. But we were really excited to get the other ducklings back around with him and let them have a little bit of playtime as long as he would start walking. Well, do you want to see if this duckling can walk? If you want, you guys want to play with all the ducklings for a little bit? You want to play with the ducklings for a little bit?
Yeah.